I'm Christina from hairromance.com, and this is a tutorial for the braided space buns. It's actually one of the most difficult hairstyles because you have to be upside down for most of it, can't see what you're doing, and so that's why I'm outside, because it doesn't even matter if you're inside unless you have surrounding mirrors. My recommendation number one is get a friend to do this for you, or do this on your friend instead. Otherwise, practice when you don't have to be somewhere too quickly, because you'll definitely feel dizzy when you stand up. Now, let's get to the tutorial. The key to making this style easier is detangling your hair before you begin. I'm combing my hair to remove any knots and parting my hair down the middle. Use clips or elastics to hold them in place. Now we flip it upside down and comb all of your hair forward. Starting at the nape of your neck, pick up a section of hair and split it into three. This is a Dutch braid, so we cross the right under the middle and then the left under the right, and on the third cross we'll pick up a section of hair tab into the braid. Continue adding in hair on each cross of the braid. Look, it's really hard to keep this even and not get tangled, so just do your best. Keep the braid as tight as you can and keep it close to your part, or at least in line with your part as you go. As you get to the top of your head, combine the rest of your hair and the braid into a ponytail, feeling out for any lumps or bumps that are sticking out. Then stretch out the braid a little if you need to emphasize the shape. It's also a good chance if you need to straighten your braid that you can pull it and stretch it out to make it look more even. Now also make sure you have a really good stretch yourself before you move on to the other side. We repeat all the same steps for the Dutch braid as the first, and the trick is just getting it to match the first braid. I have to tell you, I found this so hard. I kept getting confused with what section I was holding. And then my friend's dog Flo was running everywhere and barking at me. Just wait if you want to see more of her at the end. I popped some at the end of the video. I was so dizzy doing this style, and it really does help if you've got a friend to spot and just make sure that you're keeping the sections even and that the braids are the same distance away from the part. And when you get to the top, try and keep the ponytails roughly the same spot so that the buns will be pretty even as well. And don't combine your ponytail with the other one. That's a mistake that I made while I was finishing this hairstyle and completely losing my mind from being upside down for so long. That's the worst. Oh. Okay, so once I got my balance back, to do the buns, lightly back comb your ponytails and twist them around and use a couple of bobby pins to pin them in place. You know my bobby pin trick? I don't open the pins. I actually just weave them through the style, just catching a little bit of the outside hair and pushing it in. You can also just adjust your buns here, make them a little bit flatter or wider, and make sure that they're a bit more even. This is a chance that even if your ponytails weren't even, you can fix up the buns to make them look a bit more even here. And it's also a good time just to get a mirror and just check that the braids are looking fairly even. It was such a monumental task. I think I was falling over when I was trying to finish this. But that is the finished look. This hairstyle took more goes than I can count, and I'm still even not happy with how it's finished, but this tutorial has been requested, so here is the good and the bad about doing this hairstyle. This is definitely one of those hairstyles that looks better on Instagram than it does in real life. And there is so much more to actually doing it, as you can see. And you might have seen my friend Flo, my little Springer Spaniel friend, who was running around my feet and barking at me the whole time I was trying to do this. So not the easiest tutorial I've ever filmed by a long shot. Thank you so much for watching, and if you try this style, I really want to see it. I'm at Hair Romance on Instagram, so tag me over there, or shoot into my emails as well. I would love to see it if you try it. As always, there's lots more tutorials over on hairromance.com. Hit subscribe, hit for the notifications, and hit like if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, have fun with your hair, and I'll see you soon. Bye.